I'm here with Jonathan Miller. We're here to meet him today. He's the chef at Tutto Fresco Italian restaurant on the border of Bel Air and Forest Hill. Jonathan, thanks for sitting down with us for a few minutes.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me.
And Jonathan, can you tell us a little bit about your experiences as a chef? Maybe why you decided to become a chef, what types of places you've worked at?
Well, yeah, sure. I've been cooking since I was a little kid with my mom, my grandmother, making family dinners and holiday parties and things like that. And that really led me into cooking as a hobby. And then, just growing up, I started in restaurants when I was 13 years old. I was a busboy. But naturally over time, I gravitated towards the kitchen. I've worked in a bunch of different restaurants over the last 25 years, cooked so many different types of food, from burgers and fries to breakfast to Italian food. It's just, I love food and I love the experience that goes along with food, that togetherness with family and friends, and the experiences that it brings when you put a good plate of food in front of somebody. That's really why I'm a chef.
Yeah, absolutely. And how did you become the chef here at Tutto Fresco?
Well, Tutto Fresco kind of happened by chance. The owner, Burke Burns, and I have worked on and off together for the last 6 or 7 years. He bought the restaurant at the beginning of 2020, which, as we both know, wasn't the best time to buy a restaurant, but at the same time, things happen for a reason. I was working at a breakfast concept at the time, and because of the pandemic, they closed down that restaurant, and I got laid off, and Burke and I met up and got together and started talking about what was going on here. His executive chef at the time had left for other endeavors, and the opportunity presented itself for me to take over, and I really wanted to jump at the opportunity to showcase my food and what I can do creating menus, and help him and the restaurant and myself and my family grow and evolve, and be able to give that to the community and to everybody.
That's awesome. Can you expand on that a little bit about your style as a chef? Do you like certain cooking techniques or favorite ingredients?
Yeah. Well, I'd say I'm pretty eclectic as a chef. I don't like to stick to one particular style of cooking. Obviously, Tutto Fresco, being an Italian restaurant, that's the core of our menu. But at the same time, I like to draw from all those past experiences that I've had. I've done breakfast, and I've done burgers and fries, and I've done Italian, and all these other things, and like just drawing on those experiences and bringing them together is always, in my mind, the best way to produce a good quality product. At the end of the day, Italian simple cooking, fresh ingredients is the base of everything that we're doing here, but it's so much more.
And that's what Burke Burns is constantly preaching about, the fresh ingredients. What are your favorite menu items here at the restaurant?
Well, obviously, I stand behind everything that's on the menu. I wouldn't have it on there if not. But personally, I would go with the shrimp and scallop alla rosa is one of the favorite ones that I put on the menu.
Wow.
Seared scallops with sautéed shrimp and a tomato cream sauce served over al dente linguine pasta. The technique involved in doing that perfectly and being able to present it all at the same time together as one cohesive dish is, like, in my mind, really, really cool, and it's delicious.
Absolutely.
Aside from that, classics like the lasagna and the spaghetti meat sauce, and even just the pizza that we make from scratch here, the dough made in house, the cheese shredded in the back. Grande mozzarella cheese. That's the highest quality of ingredients that we can get to give everybody the highest quality food that we can possibly produce. It's
Yeah, I know I probably shouldn't be biased, but the pizza is the best I've had around. So, are there any new trends in Italian cooking, or things you're excited about, or is the authentic traditional Italian cooking still the way to go?
Well, I don't think it's just Italian cooking. I think the trend in general right now is being able to use food science to help people with dietary restrictions or nutritional bias be able to get the food that they want and they crave. So things like gluten-free pastas and cauliflower pizza crusts and meat substitutes, things like that. Like being able to intertwine those into my cooking, into Italian food, keeping the style simple and fresh and classic, but at the same time being able to put those types of techniques and different products into the dishes definitely excites me. It's a
Absolutely.
brand new world that we're living in, and it's cool to be able to put that on a plate.
Absolutely. And what are some new things going on here at Tutti Fresco?
Well, we just recently started brunch. Like I said, I have a background in doing some breakfast and things like that. We've put out a pretty diverse brunch menu. It's definitely not the the same old, bacon and eggs that everybody is used to.
What are some of the delicious items?
We have a cannoli French toast that's very popular right now. We have a breakfast burrito that's delicious to die for. And then I put a strip and chorizo hash onto that brunch menu that I personally cooked for a competition that I did with the Maryland Restaurant Association earlier in the year, which I took second place overall. And I felt like it was a winner.
Yeah.
So those types of creative and hopefully delicious brunch items that you can't get just anywhere that you go for brunch. Not to mention we do bottomless mimosas and other cocktails too during the brunch hours. So
Right.
everybody's excited about that.
A new big hit here in the area for sure. And then the future. What does the future hold for Tutti Fresco?
Well, I mean, the future's kind of up in the air. It's definitely keeping the same path with fresh ingredients and flavorful food, but bringing different ways and, like I said, food science and things like that into the mix. We're looking into possibly expanding food trucks, things like that. Wine pairings for dinners and chef's table type dinners and things like that in the future. But it's kind of what the local community wants us to bring to them, and what we can stand behind when we do it. We don't want to put anything out there like half-heartedly. I want to be able to make sure that like all our food, all of the service that we're providing, the wines that we're providing, everything's received well, and it's not just thrown out there for people to be okay with. I want everybody to be wowed by it.
Absolutely. And this staple of the north side here of Bel Air, Tutti Fresco Italian Restaurant. Come on by for dine-in, carry-out. They have, as Chef Jonathan Miller told us, they have had wine tastings, charcuterie making in the past. They have a brand new brunch, and just a wonderful place. So Chef Jonathan Miller, thanks for introducing yourself. It was nice to meet you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Awesome. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.